Hey guys, wanted to make a little vlog here. Today was actually a very important day to me. Today was actually the day that I got my cast off. The reason that's so important is because I'm actually able to walk again. For the past month, after I broke my second metatarsal in my foot, I have not been able to walk at all without the assistance of crutches. Due to the fact that my apartment is so incredibly small, I had to crawl, basically, to take a piss or shit, to shower, full bit. And due to the fact that my cast was fiberglass, I had to keep my right leg out of the shower while I bathed myself, which was difficult. I can tell you that. This type of injury is not necessarily painful, but more. It does more to your psyche more than anything else, at least for me. It's funny because with a broken metatarsal, actually, you're supposed to be in agonizing pain, like pissing yourself, shitting yourself if you even put any weight on your foot. With me, I walked on my foot for a good 24 hours before I realized that I even broke it. And then a few hours after that, driving around, walking on it some more before I realized that I was royally screwed. So, even throughout the whole entire process of my foot healing, I should have felt some soreness, stiffness while I was in the cast. I still didn't feel anything, which in all reality is an anomaly. I am extremely lucky that I didn't feel anything, so I'll take that. Even though I'm able to walk, I do have a medical boot on my right foot. And by the way, the metatarsal that I broke is the second metatarsal on my right foot, hence why I have a boot on my right foot. So I do have to wear the boot while I'm walking or have any weight on the foot. But when I'm relaxing, playing video games, watching TV, that sort of thing, I can have it off. I can even have it off while I'm driving, but I have to wear a shoe for stability, considering that the foot is still under power for muscle. The muscle is still doing stuff. I still have to have some sort of stability in my foot, hence the shoe. However, honestly, I will deal with the boot any day of the week over what I had to deal with just for day-to-day taking care of myself shit. Just to take a shit, piss, bathe myself, get something to eat, I will deal with this boot day in and day out compared to what I had to deal with before. I had to slide on my ass down the steps because I live on the second floor of this apartment and the kitchen is on the first. I had to slide down the stairs on my ass just to make myself something to eat. Then had to climb up the steps once again to get to my room and eat. I can tell you right now that this boot is much better, even though I'm only able to take one step at a time, comfortably going down the steps. It's much better. I'm willing to deal with this. Also, I'm willing to deal with taking off my boot, putting on a tennis shoe, tying it up, and getting into my pickup just to go somewhere. Then once I'm there, taking my tennis shoe off and putting the boot on again any day of the week. I'm willing to deal with that because I can drive and now I have much more freedom. This whole entire thing is I'm able to have much more freedom than before. Before, I had basically no freedom. I was trapped in my room day in and day out. Simply because crawling on your hands and knees when you're 300 pounds is not easy. Granted, I do have fluff, fat, but I'm a rather muscular guy. No matter who you are, it's difficult when you're 300 pounds trying to crawl around a rather small apartment to take a piss. So I'm happy that I'm able to walk, even though it's not the most elegant walk you've ever seen. Even though I have a small limp now because of the boot and minor like soreness in my foot, I am willing to deal with that. I'm willing to deal with all of it over what I had to deal with when I had my cast on. The reason I had to crawl on my hands and knees when I had the cast on, however, is simple. I had, per doctor's orders, I could not put any weight on my foot for 4 weeks. No exceptions. So that meant I could put some minor weight for stability when I had crutches, but most of the weight was put on the crutches. And due to the fact that, even though I said this a lot, my apartment is rather small and compact, to go anywhere in the apartment, to make dinner, or piss and shit, I had to crawl. And let me tell you, even though it was just a month, I hated it. Every moment of it. And let me tell you, by the end of week 1, I wanted this whole thing to be over with, and I wanted to walk again. So, today, as of the recording of this, I am very happy to be able to walk again. It's definitely, one of the happiest days I've had in shit forever. I feel like a little kid on Christmas that has opened the biggest and most badass present that he has ever received, and something he can brag to his friends saying, "Yo, Santa has gotten me the most kick-ass present ever." It's you don't realize just how important something like walking and standing is until you don't have it. This is actually the second time I've had a leg injury. Both times, the first time was on my right foot, on my right leg. I dislocated my right kneecap, and the second time, this most recent time, was a side effect of the dislocated kneecap. I was helping a buddy of mine move a futon, getting it ready to put it in our living room, in our house, in our apartment, and my right kneecap dislocated just like that, just by taking an awkward step. And my foot, trying to keep me upright, just disintegrated. My second metatarsal just snapped like a damn toothpick. But getting back to the main point here, I can tell you right now, at least with the dislocated kneecap, you do have limited mobility. You still have to walk on crutches, but you're able to walk. But with a busted foot, you're fucked. You're screwed. You really can't do anything for yourself. It gotten to the point that I would rather just stay in my room and be hungry than go downstairs, make something to eat, and come back, because actually standing on one foot was too painful, because it's 300 pounds on one foot rather than 300 pounds on 2 feet. Plus, going downstairs was incredibly awkward and kind of embarrassing, and getting back up the stairs with some food was embarrassing, awkward, and getting back to my room was embarrassing and awkward. So I'd rather just go days on end than actually eat anything, due to the fact that it was easier to just drink water and make my stomach think it's full over actually getting food to eat. However, when it's all said and done, I think this whole entire thing has been actually beneficial to me. I think I've grown as a person. I've been out of work for a month. I haven't really left the house in a month. That really strengthened me as a person. It really made me value the small shit. Granted, I really do value the small shit, but this made me redouble that. Um, like, hell, I love cutting the lawn, like mowing the lawn. It's like one of my favorite, most kick-ass things to do. And I'm sad that I can't do it anymore because there's something just about putting in your headphones, listening to a podcast, just mowing the lawn. But getting back, this whole injury really made me value what I have. I might not be the most perfect person. Shit, I know I'm not the most perfect person. I know I'm not the richest for my age, considering what I'm doing. But I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy that I have the family that I have. I'm happy that I have the friends that I have. My roommates are kick-ass. So I'll take that any day of the week. Other than that, I really couldn't ask for anything more. So I'll leave you guys with that. Have a good night.